Howdy, y'all. This is our first ever video. No retries. First take ever. We've never done anything like this ever before. Right, Andrew?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing ever. Yeah.
Oh.
So for this episode, I think we're just going to be talking about what this channel will be. I didn't really go into depth. We'll go into depth this time. And some basketball. So this isn't really your thing if you wanted to watch Minecraft here. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. We had a Minecraft video planned, kind of messed up. That's my fault.
Yeah,
but yeah,
what do you later?
Hopefully we'll probably do that sometime in the future. Right now it's just kind of hard due to coronavirus, but we'll make it work.
Yeah. Well, we'll make it work for our low fans.
Yeah. For our low fans. We're not going to have many. What do you think this channel will become, Andrew? Honestly.
This channel hopefully will become something, but for now, we'll just be what it be.
Yeah, we're going to have these types of videos, but we're also going to have, like, gaming stuff.
Yeah, a mix of stuff, and later on our channel may expand. But for now, we just have basketball and video games, pretty much.
Yeah, because of coronavirus. But maybe after it's over, we'll, like, do vlogging if you guys want.
Yeah, posting in the comments below. Post down what you want.
And that'll be our big face reveal. Because I don't think you've shown your face on your Instagram before, Andrew.
No, I haven't.
So let's get started. You're a Warriors fan, right?
Yeah.
How'd that season go?
Well, it was interesting. It was something else I've never seen a team go from first place, one of the worst teams of all time.
Yeah, it was. I also, I'm a Thunder fan, so I do appreciate winning, and it must have made you, like, realize how great winning those finals were when you lost so much.
Yeah.
But you guys will be back next year because a lot of it was just because of injuries, man. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry goes out. And then
two people.
And then Draymond Green goes out too. So you're like starting basically people who aren't meant to start out there,
Yeah, we're having rookies start out and play like half the game.
Yeah, right. So we can talk about NBA later, but we've been talking about this for a long time. We're kind of tired of how the playoffs are run, of the NBA playoffs. We're tired of how many teams get in, and because if you play in the Eastern Conference, aside from the Bucks, much easier than the West.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the West, you have the Thunder, you have the Warriors when they're healthy, you have the Rockets, you have the Timberwolves, you have the who's the Mavericks too. You got the Clippers, you got the Lakers. I mean, you got a lot of people you have to worry with. And with the East, I guess you have the 76. So you have the Sixers and you have the Raptors, but I mean, who else?
Yeah. I think Boston Celtics, if it wasn't for the in the Eastern Conference, wouldn't be where they are. Wouldn't be the most championships.
Yeah, the Boston Celtics.
I mean, they're not a bad team in general, but they don't think they have what they should have. Right.
So what I'm thinking you could do, like I said, you get rid of the conferences. No one likes that. You also cut back on the amount of games you play because when's the last time you watched a regular season game,
Yeah.
And then let's say, once every week, because who has time to keep up with watching 3 hours of basketball every other day?
Yeah. And that's just for your team.
Yeah, that's just for your team. And then you also, if you want to keep up with the entire league, it's a lot harder to do that.
So you have 3-4 games some days, and other days, too many.
Yeah, it's just it's too many games. There's too many people getting the playoffs, and there's a disparity in the Eastern and the Western Conference. It's not even.
Yeah.
Even you as a Warriors fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
who it was kind of for a while there, whoever won the Western Conference, they'd go on to win the finals. Besides the Cavaliers when they had LeBron James. LeBron James is in the Western now, so I guess Giannis, they don't really have a lot of star power besides Giannis and Pascal Siakam.
How about Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, I guess so. Kyrie,
Kyrie's not doing as good as he used to, though.
No, I think he stopped playing basketball. That might have been a thing. He might have stopped playing basketball, yeah. But anyway, you limit the amount of games, and then you only let 6 teams in the playoffs instead of 16.
Like what the NFL and football have.
And college football.
Yeah.
With college football, I'm a big college football fan because I can get excited every Saturday when I go watch my team out there, and it matters. During the regular season, every game matters. Yeah. Even in the NFL, people say every game doesn't matter. Well, you're losing 7, you lose 8 games, right? You suddenly can't get back. I'm a Browns fan too. So, as a Browns fan, when we started losing a lot of games in a row, I knew we probably weren't going to make the playoffs. But as a Thunder fan, when the Thunder lose a lot of games in a row, I'm like, okay, we can just come back the next couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Yeah, so what would be your opinion?
Well, there's a lot of changes needed. Like you said, the amount of games. Yeah. And I think they should cut the Western and Eastern. But the only thing is, like, you're going to have, by the end of the 4th game, you're going to have, let's say, the Lakers against the New York Knicks. They're going to have to fly across each country, like, every day. Every day they're going to have to fly across the country. It's a lot, but I think for the fans and for a lot of people, it would be a lot nicer.
Well, what you could do is, how there's divisions in basketball? You keep those divisions. You keep them.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so you play mainly in your division.
And whatever.
But hear me out. You have to travel a lot anyway for basketball. The Knicks still have to play the Lakers, right? You still have to. You sometimes you have to go on 3 road games in a row. Let's say this, and it's like every other day you're doing a road game, right? Yeah. Well, let's say this. I'm going to change it for you. You only have to fly out once every week, and you get bye weeks, so weeks where you don't play at all. First off, the stars are going to play every game, right? And they're going to be less tired. Players are going to be less tired. Players are going to be, more enthusiastic to play because when you're playing so much, your body decays. It literally can't keep up. So there are games where Anthony Davis doesn't play. No one wants that, right? There are games where LeBron doesn't play. No one wants that. I want to see LeBron and Anthony Davis play every single game, and I want to see one time the Lakers versus the Clippers where it matters to who gets in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, especially teams like the Pelicans, they only have people like Zion Williams to really hold that team,
Yeah.
You need him in almost every game.
Exactly. But you can't have him in almost every game because you're playing 82.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then, people will say, okay, you only allow 6 teams in. Won't that then cause teams to purposely do bad to get good picks? I have the opposite for you. Won't that cause teams to actively go out and search for prospects, actively go out and search for trades that will benefit them? Because it's more competitive now. Right. If you're the 4th seed in the West, you're guaranteed a playoff spot. Come on, right? But let's say you're the 8th. Let's say you're like the 6th seed in the entire NBA. Shoot, now I have to fight up, or I have to keep my spot to get into the playoffs. Okay. And I lose a couple games in a row here and there, and then I'm out.
But I mean, one good thing is the Warriors right now have a pretty good spot for the draft. I would suggest, unless they traded it.
Yeah. But do you think they were actively trying to get that bad draft pick?
I mean, I know. Could be.
Could be. Well, maybe towards the end.
They kind of just said give up, or put down.
Yeah.
During the beginning, I don't know about that because nobody wants to be the Warriors, honestly. I'm striving to be the Warriors.
But hear me out. All right. Who would be in our system the bubble teams? It would be the Mavericks and the Rockets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say the last game of the season, we schedule the Mavericks and the Rockets, and that game decides who gets to go to the playoffs. That's you want to watch that. If you're
especially as an ending of the season.
Yeah, especially as a fan of those two teams, right? You're inclined to watch that because you're like, oh my gosh, does my team make the playoffs or not tonight?
It's almost like a party in that way.
But let's say you're the first seeded team, and that whoever wins that's the team you're going to play. So you probably want to root for the Mavericks because they're probably an easier team to play than the Rockets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're watching that.
Yeah.
And especially if it's the last game of the season, the whole NBA is watching it because it's interesting. You bring excitement back to the regular season because it's been boring for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that needs fixing, for sure.
How would you run the playoffs, though? That's something I want to know.
Top teams, pretty much. Top 16 teams.
Top 6 teams. I want to cut it down to 6.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Right, and then
I guess that makes sense because lower teams are still kind of getting lucky to get in,
And who wants to watch the Warriors versus the Nets?
Yeah, true.
That
would make kind of good because you have Kevin Durant there and he just left. But other than that,
but I mean, I'm talking what I'm used to watching.
Yeah.
What I would probably do is have that first round. You have 1 versus 6, 3 versus 4, 2 versus 5, and 1 gets a home court advantage, 2 gets a home court advantage, and 3 gets a home court advantage. Right? But if 1 wins, actually you probably need an even number of teams, so 8. We'll allow 8 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, 8. So you have 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, yada, yada, yada. And that first round, Andrew, this is going to be the biggest change I want to implement. That first round, 1 game. Because I'm tired of watching. Because if it's 7 games, will an underdog ever win? There will never be a soccer team, right? And if you remember the Clippers last year, when they played you guys, everyone knew the Warriors were going to win. Because I said, if the Clippers, even if they win a couple of games, the Warriors are still so much more talented than them. So much better than them.
And cut down to 1 game, they have more energy to play their best, throughout the whole.
And if it's 1 game, the Clippers can win and they beat the Warriors.
Yeah, there's more upsets with the ones that they have now. And technically, the first seed against the 8th seed, don't really, you expect the first seed to win. They deserve it.
Yeah.
Not to somehow lose to the 8th.
If you're a Warriors fan, right? Were you even finding it enjoyable?
No. Get it over with. Win.
Yeah, you didn't watch it, right?
No.
1 game, are you watching that? 1 game, Clippers versus Warriors, you're watching that, right?
I just probably look at the highlights, that's it.
No, but I'm saying there's 1 game, winner goes to second round. You're watching that.
Yeah. 1 game, I'm watching the whole thing.
Yeah, because you're kind of cutting out a little.
Oh, sorry.
and then you have, and then the second round. Do you just want to have it one game all the way through? I think that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, that would be.
Because if you have one game all the way through, that finals, because I'm tired of watching the finals series. I'm tired of watching, the Warriors playing the Cavs, and the Warriors were so much better than them, and it wouldn't matter. I want to see LeBron James versus the world. I want to see if he can pull it off one time, one chance to prove yourself against the Warriors. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you watched the Western Conference Finals when the Thunder played the Warriors and they went up 3-1. And you watched the Warriors go up 3-1 against the Cavs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say that the Thunder deserved to beat the Warriors and the Warriors deserved to beat the Cavs when they beat them 3-1?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's just my whole thing. Is there any changes you would make to my system or our system, because we kind of created it together?
Well, not really. It seems pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we talked about this too. All the teams who didn't make the playoffs, they all get in the lottery. Every single one of them. Whether you were...
The price is the same. That's what I was thinking.
Would I keep what the same?
Tickets and stuff, like prices. Because now that you have the game.
No, it would make you more money. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's because more
you would drive up the ticket prices.
Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies might actually have somewhat of a stadium.
Yeah, because it's pretty funny. If you wouldn't only make more because you see half the time in the regular season the stadium's empty. You're not making money.
Like against the Lakers and the Warriors right now. You don't know who's gonna win.
No one cares. No one cares. But if the Lakers versus the Warriors could be a spoiler team. The Warriors could be that team where you're like, all right, we're not making the playoffs, but neither are you. Right? I mean, and then now everyone's going to the games. If it's the LA Lakers versus the LA Clippers, the winner gets the first seed in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And first seed, keep in mind, first seed is pretty important because you get home court advantage as long as you keep winning. So even in the finals, you get home court advantage.
Yeah.
So it might not mean much because they're both in LA, so both their fans would come. But if you're a Lakers fan and the court was just decked out in Clippers stuff, you'd be a little disheartened, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think teams should be allowed to play in the same city?
I don't like it, but I guess I don't see anything wrong with it.
But if it was up to you, would you have them play in the same city?
Not really, because right now, the Lakers and the Clippers are together in the same city.
I think the Clippers should move to Anaheim, to be honest.
No, I think they're still in LA, but they're out of it hasn't been confirmed that they're moving, but it's pretty obvious that they're most likely moving to the Forum.
To where?
The Forum.
In San Francisco.
Warriors.
They're moving to the Warriors?
No, but the Forum is in LA. That's the old Lakers Stadium.
I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. I don't watch that. I don't personally watch a lot of basketball because I don't get excited by it.
Yeah, but they moved to the Forum Stadium.
Oh, okay. They're not in Staples Center anymore?
No. Well, it hadn't been confirmed. The owner bought it, but it hasn't been confirmed that they're
going to
be there.
Confirmed.
Yeah, pretty much. If I own a team and I buy a stadium, you're most likely to move there.
Yeah,
obvious.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. So how would you run the draft? Like the NBA draft?
I think, in my opinion,
Yeah.
it's kind of good, and it's to
No. But like, how would you would you keep the lottery though, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like, change it. I don't know how it would change it. It seems pretty good already, but
Yeah, it seems really good. But the only thing I would change is every team who doesn't make a playoff gets to go in the lottery instead of just top 15. That way, you're not purposely tanking.
You still have like.
Yeah, you still have. And you know what Cinderella stories are, right? Like Cinderella stories in sports, where one team, you don't know where they've come from.
Yeah.
The Thunder could have been that team this year in our system. They could have been that Shocker team.
Yeah.
They could have been that team that, and I'm not saying they would have. I'm not even saying that as a fan. I don't think we would have. I don't even know if we would have made the playoffs in our system. We might not have. But I'm getting more excited to watch the regular season because I know there's a chance, right?
Yeah. You said, they have decent players. There's a chance, you know?
Yeah.
The blue, they may be there. So you watch the game to see if they're winning the games.
Exactly.
To hope that they win.
And you're telling me right now, with how loyal the Oklahoma City Thunder fans are, they're literally called Loud City for a reason.
Because they are.
I've gone to a Thunder game before, and I was almost deaf.
Yeah.
They're screaming the whole time. All right.
It's like,
I'm telling you, with how loyal those fans are.
If you are deaf, you could hear there.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, like, you go to a game hearing, you're going to get out and you're going to have to scream because that's all you're going to hear.
Yeah.
You're
going to be screaming for days.
You're telling me with how loyal those fans are. If there was a game between them and the who would they be competing with? With them and the Mavericks. The winner goes to the playoffs, and it's at Loud City Stadium. That entire arena is sold out. Already it's sold out. Because
the moment they put the tickets within an hour, it's out.
And I'm telling you, those tickets would go for thousands of dollars. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Thousands of dollars. And it gives more value to regular season or season ticket holders, right? Because now you don't have to buy those $1,000 tickets. You can just buy. Well, obviously, season ticket holders, you buy them for thousands of dollars, but then, you know what I'm trying to say.
It saves you money in the long run.
Yeah, because those ticket prices that week, it's going to be driving up, Yeah, it'd be kind of crazy,
Yeah. There's a lot of things wrong that need to be fixing, but hard to get them fixed out.
Let's be honest, though. It's not as bad as the MLB. Oh, my gosh. I can't even watch an entire baseball game.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I
think there's a problem with the sport itself, but that league is so misrun. It's so mismanaged.
Yeah. I mean, I watch it personally, but even me liking the game.
You like baseball?
Well, I like the game, but after like half the game.
Yeah, exactly. You're bored.
So I'm bored. Sometimes we're not even halfway through. I just skim through the game to when they score. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I think the best run league is shockingly college football.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I would say so.
I'm excited
We're forgetting about rugby.
Oh, gosh. Soccer. Dude, soccer. I've been to a couple of soccer games. It's lit. I don't even care about soccer, but if you have a chance, you should go to a soccer game. It's lit.
Oh, yeah. I used to play soccer before, actually. For a while. For about a year.
Hey, if this channel gets, hey, I'm not trying to be saw or anything, but this channel gets big enough. That's a future video. We go to a soccer game.
Oh yeah, we go to every game.
We go to every game to prove ourselves.
Exactly.
You know, literally, baseball tickets sell for $18.
Oh yeah, I looked it up one time. Most expensive seats are one of the most cheapest in the NBA.
Exactly, and one of the most cheap in the NBA won't even get you a seat in the NFL. I would say intermediate seats in the NBA won't even get you a seat in the NFL. It might in college football.
Who would really want to watch a game where you score 3 points the whole game?
Exactly, you know.
I mean, it's a good family game to go out, just hang out with your family, but you the sport, real excitement, it's not really the game.
Yeah. With football though, you're getting excited every time, and you even watched the Super Bowl with us. Right. How'd you like that?
My first real watch.
It was fun, right?
Yeah, it was definitely something.
You had fun watching it. It wasn't. It was different than basketball, without a doubt, right?
Mm-hmm. Less scoring, but it's still
more fun because
it's still exciting.
You're captivated. You're waiting for that score.
When the Kansas City came back at the end.
Exactly, man. That was exciting.
I thought the 49ers just had it.
No. Yeah, man. So, what do you think the Warriors are going to do now?
I think if they get a good pick, if they didn't trade it, they're going to take that pick, do something, get a real good player, and they have their team set.
Is LaMelo Ball in this draft?
I have no idea. I don't know who
they picked him. LaMelo Ball, Lonzo Ball's brother.
Yeah.
Well, the Thunder just made some of the best moves I've ever seen. I mean, great moves.
What'd they do?
Traded Paul George and Russell Westbrook for a lot of draft picks. We have so many draft picks.
Yeah, draft picks years to come.
Yeah, we have draft picks on draft picks. Anyway, I think what we could do is trade those. Trade a couple of them. What I'm hearing though is that you're gonna pick. We're gonna pick and pick and pick until like one superstar.
Oh yeah, to get like a first pick, or top 10.
Yeah, to get a really good guy, and then we'll just trade.
Yeah, I think with Oklahoma needs like one more superstar, or at least a decent player.
We need star power. I mean, we have the pieces there to succeed, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's complete. It won't be complete for a little bit, but
they need like that one more guy,
And you know me, I'm not a fake fan. I've lived in Oklahoma for 6 years. 6 years. Now I live in Cali, but lived in Oklahoma for 6 years, and that's the reason I'm an Oklahoma fan. So I'm not a bandwagon.
No.
I don't think you can really be a bandwagon Thunder fan right now, though. Hey, people who left after KD left, we don't need you.
Nobody can be a Warriors bandwagon, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even you. I thought you might have been one. Okay, hear me out.
Two.
Because I thought you might have been a bandwagon fan until they started sucking and you were still a fan.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
And you don't want the people back who left when you guys were sucking.
No.
Right? I don't want if you were a Thunder fan before with KD and Russell Westbrook and you left, you're not a real fan. We don't want you.
And that's an exact bandwagon definition, in my opinion.
Yeah, you don't want to be. Is this kind of turning into a podcast?
Pretty much. Spotify,
bro? What? Spotify, what?
Freepodcast.com?
No, but yeah. I think we went over what we needed to go over.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes needed.
In the NBA. Hopefully they get made.
In pretty much every sport, there's some changes changing.
I mean, because I get really bored when watching basketball. I don't really get too into it.
Because, like, you could lose 20 games and still
make it.
Yeah.
You can only lose, like, 7 in football. And they're only played every week, right? So, I guess that's it, man.
Yeah.
Did you know, actually, before we go, basketball, MLB, and NHL, they're so misrun that the NFL's playoff ratings, if you combine all those three that I mentioned, MLB, NBA, and NHL, the three most other popular leagues, if you combine their playoff ratings, apparently it doesn't even touch the NFL. Like, it's not even half.
Yeah.
Like, that's how bad it's run. Like, you combine those, and it's not even half.
I know.
And you could put all their profits together, too. And it's still not anywhere near the NFL.
And if you change the NBA to having good, like,
exciting basketball, you're going to make those profits.
Like, the Clippers and the Lakers, for example, the Battle of LA. That's a really good game.
That would be one hell of a headline.
Yeah, especially, like, for a finals.
For a finals, it would literally split LA down the middle. Shops would literally